What up? What up? And welcome one and all to another edition of IRL, or In Real Life. And as always, this podcast and others in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family come to you in the power of five. We'll get into that a little bit later. But in a nutshell, you like it, show your love and support, and do those five things. And now, on with the podcast. Today's podcast is a reaction of a reaction. And for this, we have to give shout outs to King Riches and everybody over at the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and also our friends over at Fresh and Fit. Those two guys came together. Fresh and Fit did the original podcast, and King Riches did the reaction to it. And now we're going to react to their reaction. And here we go. Let me just switch the screens now.
Back again, and we are reacting to a video from Fresh and Fit in Miami. Make sure that you hit the like button on this one. We got a Karen, and she's being blamed for why she is single. Let's see what we got.
So most men don't divorce their wives. There's a reason why the phrase "it's cheaper to keep her" is a thing. So that's an illogical fear.
Okay, but most men don't even want to get married anymore.
I see why.
Well, ask yourself why.
Because it's so easy to get.
Here's why.
What the hell? Take a pull up her Instagram? Oh shit!
And this is why I always ask these girls, like, would you delete your Instagram for your significant boyfriend or your significant husband or whatever? And most of the time they said no.
Yep. 9 times out of 10, 8 times if you want to be generous, the answer is always, no, I'm not going to do that. Which should ask the very next question should be, why won't you do it? Because you got the prize, didn't you? You have gotten your man. Well, to answer that question, we have to answer an uncomfortable truth. Shout out to everyone over at that podcast. But an uncomfortable truth is women are hypergamous. Are all women hypergamous? No. Not even close. But enough of them are to make it a thing. And hypergamy is the ability of a woman to go from one person to a person she perceives to be higher. And normally it's money. But it could be looks. It could be charisma. It could be personality. It could be, and many of those things. It could be all of those things. But something there has to ring her bells in order for her to think, I can do better than this one. Is that always the case? No. Will she get better? More often than not, no. The grass is not always green on the other side. It just hasn't been watered yet. But it is what it is. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not kind. But it simply is. And we as men have to understand it so we can deal with it. Let's get back.
Reason why, because they want the validation, attention, and they want to keep advertising to see if they can get a better deal with a better man.
Oh damn!
Okay.
Oh, she on a boat. Oh,
She on a yacht.
oh man!
Yo, she is traveling around the world.
Oh,
What is
shit.
going on?
Bro. She is getting around the globe for real. She's worldwide, bro. International, fam.
Yo, who paid for these trips?
Me.
Bro, she
I do.
outside.
You paid for those trips?
I actually do.
Bro,
Stop the cap.
holy shit, bro.
I
All
do.
of them? All
All of them.
Holy shit. Big Bean?
Bro, she
Flicking a
outside.
bean?
She in
Okay.
Chicago.
She's outside for real, bro. She's active, bro. Who's taking all the pictures? I want to know who's snapping the pictures, bro. And I don't believe that she's financing all of this. That's cap.
Here's the thing. So, you want me to tell you what men think when they see this?
What?
I think you know what I'm going to say.
This woman is
Aspirin?
successful.
Want to hit her? Huh?
No, it's not this woman is successful, bro. It's you're for the streets, bro. You're for the international streets, the international strip.
Hit that.
No. So, okay. Anytime a guy sees a woman in a foreign whip, like a Lamborghini or a BMW, like a nice BMW or any type of expensive sports car, bikini shots, foreign locations,
Crash it into the stuff.
strange backdrops, etc., men automatically assume that you're getting flown out and you're fucking rich dudes. That's just how men think.
Yep.
That's just
That
how it
ain't
is.
true though.
Huh?
So you better
Of course, you're gonna say that's not true. Why would any self-respecting, intelligent, smart person admit to being flown out and smashed? Like, no one would admit to that. You don't even.
He's right. Nobody in their right mind would. Because that would is their women's kryptonite, because that would give away the game. And the thing is, and he'll probably say this as well, but the thing is that they could be all on her. She could have financed the whole thing. But guys will look at this and go, nah, she's giving somebody something, and dismiss it. And that's a wrap, because as also going to be put into it, I think he may say this to Myron, shout out to Myron, women reject overtly. Ew, you're ugly, can't stand you, get away from me. That's a woman. And there's no taking that any other way. It's a negative response. Men, on the other hand, they reject covertly. They'll still call you. They'll still take you out now and then. They'll still smash you. But they'll never wife you. And they won't tell you why. Because when a man is ready to check out, all ties are cut immediately. Women aren't as lucky. Unless it's on first sight and they just repulsed by the person. It's worth saying or worth noting that women are the gatekeepers to sex. That's not up for debate. It is a fact. Men are the gatekeepers to relationships. If a man wants to have sex, he must to go through the woman. If a woman wants a relationship, she has to go through the man. That truth is universal. It has been skewed because society, for whatever reason, good, bad, or indifferent, has decided to tip the playing field toward the women. And I can already hear women out there asking or saying, that's right, we should. We've been oppressed for so long, this, that, and the other thing, and we deserve it, and we did this, that. No, you don't. You don't deserve it. You desire it. But you don't deserve it. And you don't deserve it for the same reason that men don't deserve a lot of things that they get. When someone always asks why something is like, why do we have affirmative action? Why do we have this? Why do we have that? Why do we have the third? It's because men in general, and white men in particular, feel bad enough about something in order to change it. But they never change it so that it's equal. If it's hard left, they go hard right. If it's hard right, they go hard left. They don't look for the middle. And that's where people start getting pissed off. Because it's not equal. Let's get back to it.
You need to be smart. Just have half a brain, and you know you're not going to admit to something like that because it's kind of scummy.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let's say a guy comes up to you at the club, right? And he's 5'9", just below what you typically would want.
Okay.
And he says, "Hey, how you doing? I'd like to meet you." And he has like a weird little tick.
Okay.
And he is dressed with jean shorts and a baggy t-shirt. Would you give him a chance?
No, probably not.
Why not?
Because I dressed to impress.
Okay. So why is it that you can disqualify him judging a book by its cover, but a man can't disqualify you judging a book by its cover?
So that would be disqualifying me looking amazing and literally.
He's looking at your Instagram. That Instagram is a cover. It's your social media footprint. What do you mean? Like, so if I judged you based on your Instagram, it's the same way you judge a man based on how he looks. It's the same logic, the same.
You notice also, and this goes back to How to Survive a Podcast. Shout out to the crew over there. When you're answering a question in a podcast, be clear, concise, to the point, and short. She did none of those things. And to make things even more interesting, she basically answered his question with a question. How does he respond? And what does King Richards have to say about it? Let's listen again and hear some more.
Same principle.
Taking care of myself and
Yes.
taking care of my finances and taking myself places, that would be disqualifying me.
Here's the thing, because when girls put a certain, when they have Instagram profiles that portray a certain type of lifestyle or a certain type of
Amazing.
look, men look at that and be like, oh, this girl is probably, no guy wants to see their future wife or their wife doing this on the internet. They're going to be.
That is a simple, hard, cold, honest truth. And look at the caption on the Instagram post. Me hyping myself up after another monthly breakdown, knowing I'm still the shit. I don't have any words for that. And not because I feel any sort of way, because as King Richards has said, as Myron has said, as Fresh has said, as I have said, as many others in the space have said, I don't care. I don't care enough to have an opinion any way of it. I am the way the news used to be when I was younger. I just state the facts. It's up to you to interpret it any way you see fit. But if she has to hype herself up after another monthly breakdown, it's time to start looking at her. If one guy breaks up with you and messes you up, that's terrible. 2 guys, unlucky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to the point where it gets monthly. As stated, there's a common denominator, and that common denominator is you. So it's time to start looking inward. What am I doing wrong to make me repeat this same pattern every month? What am I doing that has my life looking like Groundhog Day? Back to the video.
Be like, what's going on? And
For all strange men to see on internet and play with their willies and look at, bruv, come on, man. And all the thirsty comments you're going to see on the side.
the thing is that it's bad optics. You're saying you paid for it yourself, but a lot of times
Well, how
guys aren't
about you
going to
come
care
on-
to figure it out.
Have a conversation with me. Talk to me and ask me.
Okay,
Don't
you
just-
didn't, hold on. Let me ask you this: you didn't have a conversation with that guy and get to know him and figure out that he was a nice guy and a good
Because
dude or whatever.
we all judge a book by its cover.
Thank you.
Guys,
And you get judged as well.
fuck me because I'm pretty and I look nice because I dress nice.
So why
Same
is
with
it-
me.
but-
Same with
But
me.
that's my point. Why is it okay for you to judge a book by its cover, but men not to do the same to
Because
you?
again, you're comparing two completely different things.
Men and women aren't the same, so I have to compare it that way.
It's easy to get frustrated by that one. It's easy to get frustrated because it's circular logic. And it's circular because you're going to find yourself stating the same facts over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But because she's intractable, because she's dead set in her ways, in her mind's thought, and the way she thinks, the way she acts, the way she behaves, nothing's going to get to. Nothing's going to get through. And that is one of the most uncomfortable truths I could ever stress on any podcast. When you are, that's what we're looking for. When you believe in your heart of hearts that you're right, nothing is going to sway you. Absolutely, positively, emphatically, nothing. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you think. I'm right, you're wrong. Even when you can get all the data, all the statistics, all the anecdotal evidence, any evidence to the contrary, you're Superman. You're superfluous. Not superfluous. You don't hear it. You won't hear it. And you won't hear it because it doesn't conform to your worldview. How many times have I said in this podcast, women adopt ideals that fit their own worldview? Truth to tell, we all do it. But men are more prone to fact checking. You could tell a guy, okay, a guy could think sky is green. And you go, no, it's blue. Sorry to tell you, it's blue. What you mean? And then you can go into statistics and facts and data to back up why you believe it's blue. I mean, you could simply start by saying, because that's what we were taught in school. And every school around the world teaches their children this, and everyone around the world can't be wrong. For a guy, okay, I'll give that to you. And that's it. On to the next topic. Woman, I feel like it depends. Nah, but, and then they go into a whole big dissertation on why you're wrong. When maybe, just maybe, it could be her that's wrong. Let's get back to it.
I think she means by like the standards. Like obviously,
I
this
want-
guy.
Here comes another, the sisterhood. We've got to back each other up no matter what, even if it doesn't make sense.
has like
guy.
a quirk.
Yes, the sisterhood. That no way, shape, or form could we be wrong. Can't be wrong with a sisterhood. We have a hive mind, hive mentality, and we speak in group speak. Never mind the fact that you are more than likely right. I mean, there was a time I was watching Fresh and Fit earlier today, and Fresh was saying, you know the funniest thing about this whole conversation? We are successful, high-value male. And we are telling you how men think. And you're fighting us every step of the way. And it's true. I don't care how right you are. I don't care what you say. You're dead wrong. Man.
And like jean shorts in the club. He is not
Okay, just like
travel-worthy.
that's fine. Like she disqualified that. See, I love it how you guys reserve the right to disqualify men, but men do not reserve the right to
Men
disqualify
have
you.
every right
Yes,
to
you do.
disqualify.
But she
If
didn't
I-
have an issue with that. I said
Yes, you do.
her Instagram, right, portrays certain things that most guys would find unattractive. And she was like, well, get to know me, have a conversation. What I'm saying is that
When are you gonna get to know the man? If you judge a man or disqualify a man based on how he's dressed or other superficial things, that shows in itself that you judge a book by its cover. So the same way, if a guy judges you based on how you look on Instagram, he's not gonna get to know you. He's just gonna judge you straight there and then, and that's it. Like,
you're not always going
And more to the point, and adding on his point, they'll judge you, they'll see you for the streets, and they'll treat you as such. Again, he'll call. He may even take you out. He's definitely going to hit it. But that's as far as it's going. And then women are the first ones to say, well, he's toxic. He's an asshole. He's arrogant. He's this, that, and everything. No. He's exercising his right to choose. Excuse me. And because it doesn't align with how you think, it has to be wrong. I got news for you. I'm here to tell you, it's not wrong at all. It's how we think. I'll say it again. Women reject overtly. Ew, get away from me. No, you disgust me. Men reject covertly. Yeah, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. You going to call her back? Nah. Not until I get horny again. Then I may go revisit. And to put it on top of that, they'll never tell you that. Because to tell you that will give away man's game. If you know that a man will dish you and still sleep with you, you then have the power to say, well, you know what? I'm not going to let him sleep with me. And being that that's the male's primary biological urge, that takes his power away. He's like, no, I'm not going to tell her. What are you, nuts?
to get that luxury, just like you didn't afford that luxury to that guy at the club.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it when the shoe's on the other foot and you get rejected. The difference is this: women overtly reject men, men silently reject women. And
There it is. Didn't I just say that about not even 5 minutes ago? Women women will just tell you straight out. There are degrees to it. They could be nice about it. No, thank you. No, thank you. They could be blunt about it. Ew, you're ugly. But it all comes out to the same thing. A man can't take a woman's rejection and somehow spin it into a positive. She said no. She says I'm this. She says I'm that. She says I'm the other. That's the way it is. That's reality. A woman doesn't know she's been rejected. And that's something maybe men should start doing that. Now, granted, your choices that are slim at best, even to a quote-unquote high-value man, will shrink. But on the other side of it, women don't know where they stand. And then if enough guys say no, women don't have no choice but to change. Why? Because women crave attention, but more importantly, they crave relationships, and we give those out. We're the ones who allow women access to our homes, our hearts, and our minds.
And how he's going to reject you is he's going to slide in your DMs, say, hey, you're cute, take you on a date, but never wife you up or take you seriously. Women don't learn until the back end that they got rejected.
Yeah, because they don't understand that not all attention is the same. They don't understand that a guy just wanting to smash is different from a guy who's actually going to invest and anchor you into their lives.
I don't know, King. I don't know. I think they do. They know. Don't get it twisted. Women aren't as clueless as we are being led to believe. Women know this. They simply think, I'm going to change him. He wouldn't do that to me. I will be the one to lead him back to the light, and he will marry me and raise a family with me. Discounting the fact that maybe, just maybe, he don't want it. I know somebody, or maybe I knew somebody who he was talking to this girl. And he wasn't about getting together with her. And he told her this. Did it stop her? No. She redoubled her efforts. And she turned the guy into a simp. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. Let's listen to a little bit more.
They don't understand. They just think it's all the same. Silly.
That's even if she ever even gave him the chance to take her on that date.
You're missing the point, though. What I'm saying is...
See, she wants to put herself back in a position of power. That's if I give him a chance to take me on a date. Bro, you're not that valuable, bro. You're not that important. A lot of you lot need to understand you're not that important. Just because loads of guys want to sleep with you, that doesn't make you important. That doesn't make you valuable. That don't make you special. It don't make you unique. It don't make anything serious.
I can't agree with him more. There is a huge difference between sexual attraction and romantic intention. And that's simply driven because all men want to smash. Gay people want to smash gay people, straight people want to smash straight people. Everybody wants to smash. It's another thing entirely to be taken seriously. I like her so much that I'm thinking about bestowing the best honor that I could. That is putting a ring on it and giving her my last name. And all the luxuries and perks that go with it, which is protection, provision, and all those other things like that. Women, on the other hand, I like him so much that I'm going to give him the best thing that I can. I'm going to give him a part of me. It is what it is. A little bit more.
They don't understand, and that's why they end up single and miserable, bro. Like,
girls get curved differently than women do. You get curved by not getting a relationship.
100%.
Yeah, that would be a curve, yeah.
But wouldn't he know the woman that I am at that point already? And he'd still reject me? Is that what you're saying? Just for the pictures that I had on my Instagram?
Yes, you will get rejected for how you look online. Yes, because that online footprint is advertising. I don't care how you want to slice it and dice it, bro. Like, they're just not real. They're not keeping it real. They only know how to keep it real when it's time to judge men. But when it's time for them to be judged, there's all these exceptions and nuance. It's just BS.
thing is that men reject women for a multitude of reasons, but one of them is public image.
Okay.
If you're a guy of a certain caliber, you don't want your girl moving in a certain way, especially on the internet, because it makes you look crazy.
And that is because the internet never forgets, because the internet is forever. There is no way to scrub everyone's computer. No way. Can't be done. You can get everyone that you think may have an image, but there's people out there that you don't think they have it, actually have it. Okay, let's do a little bit more, then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
A woman's behaviors and how she acts is a direct reflection on that man's masculinity and his leadership skills.
Absolutely. Like in a relationship, you are a reflection of your partner, and that your partner is a reflection of you. If your missus is just like taking bikini pictures and lingerie pictures and posting them on the internet for everybody to see, because most of these women, I'd say 99% of them, when they post provocative content, their profiles are public. It's not private, it's public, so anybody can go on there and start playing with their willy, or any blue check guy can go and slide in the DM. So really and truly, it's not a good look. It makes the guy that you're with look like an idiot.
Dear girl, this
It's not a good look. It's never a good look. And the guy does look like an idiot simply because there's the obvious. Why can't you can't control her? And when I say that, because I can hear people already screaming misogyny, when I say you can't control her, I'm not talking in the traditional sense where you're asserting dominance over somebody else. When I say control, I'm talking about control in the sense that you can have a conversation with someone and sway them to your way of thinking. Maybe control is the wrong word, but that's what I used.
disrespecting her man out front in the public, oh, you a bitch, blah, blah, blah. Or she's dressed like a whore, she's doing OnlyFans, or she's fucking on camera, doing any crazy wild shit. I know that man, he's a loser, he's a simp, he's a sucker. She don't respect him.
I choose to.
Why is that funny? Why is that funny? When a guy's broke and he wants to talk to you and you find out he's broke, you don't find that funny, you find that repulsive. So it's the same way if a girl's doing any kind of scumbag maneuvers, men find that repulsive.
And it's taken me a very long time and a lot of effort to be myself and to not be ashamed of it. So
what about
a man who is not going to accept me for who I am, I don't need him.
Oh, yeah. So rich, successful guys should just accept you for how you are, but you won't accept a man for just how he is. A guy.
One of the classic double standards, which is the same vein as the world famous do as I say, not as I do. Don't pay attention to how I move. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Even if, because 9 times out of 10, what you say won't equate to what you do. And if someone goes on what you do and imitates what you do, you're like, oh, no, that's wrong. That's not what I said. I don't care what you said. I'm doing what you do. I'm watching you move, and I'm moving the way you move. I don't care what you say.
Has to be the best version of himself before you will accept him. And even if he becomes the best version of himself, it still may not be good enough for you because he's not tall enough, or he's not handsome enough, or he's not popular enough. Like, bro, get out of here. I ain't want to hear any more of this crap.
I got nothing. I've got nothing. Because nothing I say was going to make a hint of difference in this conversation. Shout out to King Riches. making your head hurt so mine doesn't hurt as much. Shout out to originators, Fresh and Fit, who have to deal with this woman and people like her on a daily basis. Because women don't know what they want. Because what they say they want isn't what they go for. Do as I say, not as I do. And going back to something I said earlier, if guys started rejecting people overtly, no, I'm sorry, you don't do it for me. Or, ew, no, you're ugly, get away from me. And if enough men do that to women, women will have to change. But I don't know if it'll work because all of a sudden we have a bunch of misogynists. And that's another thing. And I'll touch that on another show. They use the word, they don't even know what it means. That video we just watched was about 8 minutes and 53 seconds. A pretty short reaction video, but one I think you should watch because it lays out nicely the mindset of a lot of modern women. And once you know what to look for and you have an idea of it, you can then formulate a plan to deal with it. And with that, we've come to the end of another IRL in real life. Like, comment, subscribe, notify, share. Excuse a thumb. Had an accident. But those 5 actions increase our reach and our they feed our shows out to more people. So once again, show your love and support by moving in the way of 5. This is the incredible OBJ saying, take care of yourselves out there. Be better to your fellow man. And peace to you all. Rowdy.